10, so we're going to get started. Welcome to Feary Tales at Proctor High School. You're going to be entertained with a fairy tale story about a character who faces a phobia. Plus, get ready to see two works of art, one expressive and one that serves a function as well as an illusion to fool your eye. Please turn off any electronic devices such as cell phones, which may interfere with the team's presentation. The team does grant permission for videoing or flash photography. I'm pleased to present the team from ESCO, the Allies. I have a presentation summary, which I will read now. Due to the former king's wickedness, a wizard cursed the royal bloodline with eternal isolation. The current king develops the fear of being alone because of this curse. In reaction, he turns to his servants and masks as company. Longing for companionship, he approaches the wizard. Audience, are you ready?
Yeah!
Appraisers, are you ready? Team, are you ready? Yeah! Begin.
Once, in a kingdom of vast beauty and bounty, as far as the eye could see, there lived a cruel and terrible king. The people feared him greatly, for he held no regard for any of his subjects, not even his wife and son. He was despised by all in the land. As punishment for his horrendous crimes, a powerful wizard cursed the king's bloodline, inflicting eternal isolation on the royal family. In a fit of rage, the tyrannous king murdered his wife, devastating his son. A terrible plague then swept through the nation, leaving hundreds dead in its wake. Among the dead was the king. The throne was then thrust upon the king's young son, who was far too young to know how to rule a kingdom. All he was left with was the haunting knowledge that he couldn't do this alone, and the cold grip of autophobia over his heart.
Oh, servant, how they scurry when they see me at the window. For only one of them saw me for who I really am. They do not understand this curse, this unrelenting fear that drives me mad. But in the aftermath of this terrible plague, how can I expect to help them when I cannot even help myself?
Oh, I apologize, Your Highness. I didn't realize you were talking to me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really must be going. I forgot that I have some urgent business to attend to.
Halt! I never gave you permission to leave. It is this curse that brings this upon me. Alas, it is impossible to rule this kingdom alone. I need a companion, someone to alleviate my despair. Ha! A wife that would solve everything. I'll ask the wizard. He'll know what to do. Guinevere, fetch me my cloak and horse. We're off to see the wizard.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Unbeknownst to the king, Vendrel the Magnificent, the wizard that had cursed the royal family to begin with, was already on his way.
Him?
Oh, I didn't expect you to arrive at my castle. I was just going to go see you. Wait, why are you here?
How about I answer your question with another question? Why would I miss an opportunity to bask in the glow of the well-deserved misery brought upon your infamous bloodline? As you can see, I've come a very long way. So what is it you so desperately need me for, Your Highness?
I can no longer bear the agonizing terror that your curse has induced. Please, dear wizard, show me some mercy. I beg of you, make me a wife.
You make a persuasive plea. Let's say that I did make you a wife. What would you want her to look like exactly?
I'd wish for her to look much like this elegant mask. She'd be so beautiful that the people would be blinded by her beauty. I wish for a wife that will stand by my side for eternity, for I've learned from your curse that isolation is the most horrifying thing of all.
You make a persuasive plea. Your audacity amuses me. I realize, however, that you are different from your father, so I shall grant you your wish. Here, you and your servant must hold this scroll over that window in a white shadow. Are you certain you want to do this? You know that all magic comes with a price.
I would pay any price not to be alone. But this window is 3 stories up. There's no way she could get in.
Have a little faith. If anything goes wrong, this is the solution. All you must do is drink it. And now I shall be off.
Oh, what a beautiful world. And an equally wonderful king to rule it.
I've waited my entire life to hear those words. A wound in my soul has finally been healed. At last, I will not be alone in trying to rebuild this once great land.
She's beautiful. What did I do?
Oh, don't worry, my queen. Surely it's not your fault. It must be the plague returning. In the meanwhile, we should remain indoors. Leave our presence at once, mutant.
I am honored to be your wife, Your Highness.
There's no reason for you to bow to me. After all, you are more than a wife to me. You are my salvation.
And so, the king sealed off all entrances to the castle, for fear of his beautiful queen falling ill. However, the queen was so incredibly curious about this new and wonderful world that she simply needed to see more of it.
That's it. I'm going to do it. I finally decided that I'm going to go outside. I don't care if I get the plague. Hello, everyone. My name is Helena, and I'm your queen.
Where have you been? You didn't catch the plague, did you?
There's no plague at all. Oh, this is all my fault. This is the price that the wizard foretold.
That's not true. Wait. You don't know what that'll do.
Stop. I know what I'm doing.
Please. My queen, what have you done?
I did what was best for the kingdom, for this beautiful world and the wonderful king that rules it. I merely wish that I had been able to spend more time with you. But just remember, love doesn't end after death.
No. Helena? Helena? Helena!
Your Highness, my eyes, all of our eyes, they're back.
You mean she died saving all of you? Thank you.
You know, it's peculiar. I can see now that you're a wonderful king, ruling over an equally wonderful kingdom. But you don't have to be so lonely, you know. After all, love doesn't end after death.
Love doesn't end after death. Love doesn't end after death. Love doesn't end after death.
Yeah.